In the dead of night on an old shortwave radio you hear it, a strange music box jingle, followed by a mechanical little girl's voice counting in German. Eins, zwei, drei. You don't know what it means, no one does. But one thing's for sure, it wasn't meant for you. This is the Afterlight Files. We archive the eerie, the unexplained, and the stories left behind in the static. Tonight, we tune into one of the creepiest broadcasts in radio history. Swedish Rhapsody. Number stations are shortwave radio transmissions that repeat coded phrases, tones, or sequences of numbers, seemingly random. For decades, governments denied they existed. But after the Cold War, declassified files confirmed what many suspected. They were used by intelligence agencies to send instructions to field agents. They've existed since at least World War I, but saw massive expansion during the Cold War, 1947-1991. And unlike encrypted emails or phone calls, these analog broadcasts couldn't be easily blocked, traced, or stopped. Anyone with a basic radio could hear them, but only the intended spy could decode them using a one-time pad. And even then, you'd only hear noise unless the message was for you. Most number stations are cold and clinical, just beeps or monotone voices. But Swedish Rhapsody was different. First reported in the early 1970s, it began with a music box-style melody, something that sounded like a lullaby, followed by a childlike voice counting in German. Listeners assumed it was a little girl. That was disturbing enough, but it wasn't a child. It was a machine. The voice was generated by a speech synthesis device developed by the Stasi, East Germany's secret police. Their technology was advanced for the time and was intended to mimic innocence while creating discomfort. It worked. The melody that played before the voice? It wasn't Swedish at all. It was a heavily distorted version of the Luxembourg polka, chosen not for its origin but because it cut through static and stuck in the listener's mind. Broadcasts likely originated from a Stasi communication base in East Berlin. Messages were intended for agents operating in the West, particularly in NATO countries. The beauty of the system was in its deniability. Once decoded using a one-time pad, the paper could be destroyed, leaving no trace. There was no digital trail, no record, just static and memory, and it worked, for decades. What makes Swedish Rhapsody so haunting isn't just the voice, it's the feeling. You're intercepting something never meant for your ears, a transmission between ghosts. The childlike tone clashes with the mechanical repetition. Your brain expects innocence but gets dread. It sticks with you. Recordings show the station remained active until around 2007. Then, without warning, it stopped. No final broadcast, no shutdown. Just silence, but the echoes remain. Enthusiasts still trade clips. And other number stations, like Lincolnshire Poacher, The Buzzer, and E03, still pulse across the airwaves. Somewhere out there, someone is still listening or being listened to. This is the Afterlight Files. Subscribe for more lost signals, digital hauntings, and stories the world tried to forget. Until next time, keep listening.